This morning on WDAM 7 Sunrise, good news for some Oklahoma casino goers. Masks are gone for those vaccinated. We have the latest details. Also, some state lawmakers are not waiting for a potential special session call from the governor to start looking at how to revive a medical marijuana program. The details on their plan just ahead. And 50 years of abortion rights are at stake as Mississippi law heads to the Supreme Court. That and more now on WDAM 7 Sunrise.
We're proud to always be on your side. Good morning, Pine Belt. This is WDAM 7 Sunrise.
Hello and happy Friday. It's June 4th and I believe we're in for another rainy day. Let's go ahead and check in with Patrick this morning for the full details. Patrick, we have made it to Friday.
Yeah, we have made it to Friday, and guess what? You just said it. We got some more rain in the forecast. Surprise, 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 as Gomer Pyle would say on the Andy Griffith Show. But yeah, we're expecting more rain to fire up again later on this afternoon. We're currently starting off with cloudy skies, some patchy areas of fog as well. We're currently 69 up in Ellisville. Let's take a live look at the Jones College Sky Cam on the Alpha Insurance Camera Network. Areas of fog from Laurel, Moselle, Sumrall out towards Columbia, Hattiesburg, and Prentice as we start off your day. So just slow down and be careful. Upper 60s to low 70s. That's where we're starting off at this morning with our temperatures. And as we warm up, we're going to warm up to a high today of 84 degrees later on this afternoon. So get ready for that. We're going to be seeing more of those scattered showers and thunderstorms firing up into the afternoon hours. So coming up in a few minutes, we're going to take a full look at what to expect. We'll look at futurecasts and also look ahead to some more rain coming in this weekend. I got you covered here in just a few minutes.
You're moving in the direction of saying we don't care. We don't think you should be having abortion.
A controversial Mississippi law regarding abortion rights is making its way to the Supreme Court. After years of legal challenges, 9 justices will have to make a decision as now 50 years of abortion rights are at stake. Lower courts threw out a state law banning abortions after 15 weeks of pregnancy, but the high courts have agreed to hear the case. Most Mississippi federal lawmakers are in support of Mississippi's 15 weeks law. Both Congressman Michael Guest and Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith plan on officially backing the law when the case reaches the court by signing an amicus brief. Hyde-Smith hopes this is the beginning of the end for Roe versus Wade. Congressman Guest is also pro-life.
I'm really glad we're having the discussion because I think that Roe versus Wade needs to be looked at.
This just allows states to set reasonable limitations. And I do believe that 3.5 months at the time of pregnancy is reasonable.
This case is the first major abortion dispute to test all 3 of former President Trump's appointees to the High Court. Arguments are expected to take place in the fall. In other state news, Mississippi senators are looking to gain a better understanding of what a new medical marijuana program may include, an action that many voters have called for since the Supreme Court struck down Initiative 65. The Senate Public Health Committee has started sorting through what a legislative version of a program might include. There have been some medical marijuana supporters who want to see any bill look exactly like Initiative 65, but the executive director of the Mississippi Medical Marijuana Association tells the committee they admit there are some ways to make it better.
Some things about 65 that were really great, some principles of 65 that really matter, keeping it a free market with open access to patients and certification through doctors, as well as keeping it really self-sustaining in the way that everything's collected, so that way it's not a new burden to the taxpayers. However, I think there's also some room to grow on how to craft a program that we start with Initiative 65 and move forward from there.
State Health Officer Dr. Thomas Dobbs says he believes it would take 6 to 9 months to get the program operational if the legislature were called in for a special session. Jackson police asking all Mississippians to be on alert for a shooting suspect. They say he shot and killed a man, then left the scene in a white Dodge Challenger with a Mississippi tag. That license plate reads HLB 6391. If you spot him, call 911 immediately and do not approach. We're told his ex-girlfriend and a baby are also in the car. An Amber Alert has been issued for the missing 1-year-old. The child is described as a biracial male with brown eyes and brown curly hair. Now to a boil water alert from the Canebrake Utilities Association. Due to loss of pressure to a line break, customers are urged to boil their water until further notice. Those who are affected are customers who receive their drinking water from the association in Lamar County and in the Canebrake subdivision. The water system will notify customers when tests show the water is safe. And continue to keep you informed this morning, the Mississippi Department of Transportation held a contraflow exercise on Interstate 59 yesterday to allow MDOT personnel to test equipment and practice their role in contraflow prior to the peak of hurricane season. The drill included mobilization of manpower and equipment to various exits along I-59. MDOT's current I-59 contraflow plan turns all 4 lanes of interstate traffic northbound to aid in the evacuation of the lower parishes of Louisiana, as well as some parts of South Mississippi during severe tropical events.
We hope that we never have to use it, but we should always be prepared just in case we have to. We have done it 2 times in the past, and then we have set it up a couple of times, but actually not engaged contraflow. Is to make sure that everybody knows what to do, make sure if there's any issues that we're finding those issues that we can get them resolved before an actual event was to occur, and we needed to implement this plan.
Traffic is returned to normal flow near mile marker 55 south of Hattiesburg. Now to a scam alert. Dixie Electric Power Association is sending out a scam warning. Officials say if you are contacted by someone demanding immediate payment on your Dixie Electric bill, it's a scam and hang up. If you are concerned about your bill, call Dixie Electric directly at 601-425-2535. Taking a look ahead to events happening in the Pine Belt, the stun gun manufacturer Phaser will soon be hosting a special training session for law enforcement. The event will train officers to use the company's stun gun, the Phaser Enforcer. The class will be held Friday, June 18th from noon to 1 p.m. at the Petal Civic Center. The city of Hattiesburg is hosting a Juneteenth Freedom Day celebration Saturday, June 19th. The day will kick off with a parade starting at 9 a.m. at the train depot and in at Vernon Damer Park. Around noon, there will be a flag raising ceremony along with a softball tournament and other family-friendly activities throughout the day. Over on the coast, fishermen are gearing up for the 2021 shrimp season, which officially kicks off June 10th. All regulations of the Mississippi Department of Marine Resources will be in full force. All boats engaged in catching or transporting shrimp from Mississippi waters must be licensed or permitted by the MDMR before beginning operations. Licensed live bait shrimping is open year-round in designated areas. Marine Patrol officers will be available to perform dockside courtesy inspections of turtle excluder devices upon request of shrimpers. Topping our coronavirus coverage this morning, Pearl River Resort has announced an updated mask policy that will no longer require fully vaccinated guests to wear face coverings. The policy is for all Pearl River Resort gaming properties, including Bocoma Casino in Sandersville. Guests will be asked to provide proof of vaccination when entering Pearl River Resort casinos. Those who are not able to provide proof of vaccination will be required to wear a mask. The new policy will go into effect today. In-house safety protocols such as temperature screenings and property cleaning procedures will continue. Meanwhile, on the vaccine front, for the first time since January, the 7-day average pace of vaccinations in the U.S. fell below 1 million doses per day Thursday. More than 51% of the U.S. population have received at least 1 dose of the vaccine. About 41% are fully vaccinated. The pace of vaccinations among children between the ages of 12 and 15 is about 75,000 per day. Public health experts say even though the rate of COVID-19 infections is falling, it's still very important to get vaccinated. In other COVID-19 news, a new study suggests a pandemic lockdown may have led to a decrease in pregnancies. Researchers looked at the number of pregnancies at the University of Michigan healthcare system beginning in 2017. They found that pregnancies did increase from 2017 to 2020, but then declined 14% following the lockdown due to the pandemic. However, the scientists also say that prospective modeling they have done currently suggests a surge of births can be expected later this year.
Currently at 6:09 this morning, and we're starting off your day with quiet weather. But later this afternoon, we are expecting those scattered showers and thunderstorms to fire up across the area. Coming up in a few minutes, we're going to take a look at that, tell you what to expect, and also look at that weekend forecast. I got you covered here in just a few minutes. But first, let's go ahead and check out the First Alert Traffic Center live link this morning. 34th Avenue. This is Hardy Street east of 34th Avenue there in Midtown Hattiesburg this morning. A little foggy as we start off your day with cloudy skies. Really not much traffic out there right now, so you have the green light as you head out the door. And that's a live look courtesy of the Mississippi Department of Transportation.
All right, thanks, Patrick. Still ahead, the DOJ is signaling plans to coordinate anti-ransomware efforts with the same protocols as it does for terrorism. That story after the break.